Sorry?
Ukrainian judges?
Well,
They might as well have been.
yeah. Whatever they were, honestly, I'm dumbfounded at how that scoring can be. It's dreadful.
Uncle Frank, I think, blind.
The Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk rematch wasn't just a fight, it was a storm of controversy. From shocking scorecards to heated press conferences, tensions ran high. While Fury's promoter, Frank Warren, blasted the judges with disbelief, Usyk's calm yet cutting response left everyone talking. Behind his composed demeanor was a sharp jab aimed directly at Warren, sparking another round of controversy outside the ring. Tyson Fury's rivalry with Oleksandr Usyk took another turn on Saturday as the judges once again ruled in Usyk's favor. The rematch, held in the same arena as their first encounter in May, ended with Fury falling to 0-2 against Usyk. While Usyk celebrated retaining his titles, Fury made it clear he wasn't convinced by the scorecards. Before heading to his dressing room, Fury was caught on camera claiming he had a 3-round edge over Usyk by the end of the fight.
What do you think has got that? Truthfully?
I thought it was dead tight. I thought you were going to get it, if I'm honest.
I swear to God, I thought I won it by at least 3 rounds.
But
I bossed the fight in front foot all night, I worked on all.
Tyson's confidence in his performance carried into the post-fight press conference, where he described the decision as overly generous to Usyk. Fury likened it to an early holiday gift from the judges, further expressing disbelief at the scoring. Looking back on both fights, Fury maintained that he deserved victory each time. Despite the official outcomes, he reiterated his belief that he should have been declared the winner. Comparing his situation to Larry Holmes, Fury remarked on the frustration of feeling victorious yet being handed losses. Despite the setbacks, he vowed to continue fighting with all his effort, holding on to the belief that he had earned those wins.
I didn't feel no spirit. I felt a little bit of Christmas spirit in there, and I think he got a little Christmas gift from them judges. Christmas gift early. I was quite confident. I thought I won that fight again. I think I've got Larry Holmes here. I thought I've won both fights. But then again, I've gone home with 2 losses on my record now, so there's not much I can do about it. I can just fight my heart out and do the best I can. But again, I'll always believe until the day I die, I won that fight.
Tyson Fury's walkout following the fight added more drama to an already tense situation. Steve Bunce suggested that Fury felt cornered when Daniel Dubois entered the ring to call out Usyk, a move that put him in an uncomfortable position. Fury, who had just lost a hard-fought battle, would have been humiliated by the presence of Dubois, who seemed to steal the spotlight. The decision to let Dubois into the ring seemed to backfire as it made Fury look secondary and stripped away his presence in the moment. The entire scene, according to Bunce, came off as an embarrassing circus rather than a well-managed event.
I'm sure Fury is gutted and disappointed, and they all probably feel like he should have won the fight, but for me, I scored it a draw, but I think the 3 judges definitely had it 2 ways.
I'm not sure if either camp thought they'd won at the end for sure. I know that Sugar Hill in the corner was saying we need this round, as opposed to what he was saying in the previous fight. So I just think the Usyk camp probably thought they'd nicked it, and I think that the Fury camp probably thought they'd nicked it.
Carl Frampton echoed similar sentiments, calling Dubois' move disrespectful on multiple levels. Not only did it undermine Fury, but it also disrespected Usyk and even Dubois' own upcoming fight with Joseph Parker. Frampton admitted understanding why Dubois would want to make a statement, but felt the timing and setting were off.
Seems a bit wrong to me, if I'm being honest, but look, Usyk's in, like you said, Fury was better tonight.
Much better.
Usyk had to be better as well. He held the ring more, Fury, the centre of the ring more. He was trying to push him back, but Usyk upped his game.
Tyson Fury's shift in attitude from leaving the ring to his post-fight press conference caught the attention of body language expert Darren Stanton. Speaking to Sports Lens, Stanton pointed out, by the time of the post-fight press conference, he had calmed down and was taking it more on the chin, but he wasn't shy about his true feelings when he said that Usyk had been given a Christmas gift by the judges. Stanton noted that for Fury, it was no longer about the money or other factors. It appears to now be an issue of personal pride. He seems to truly believe he won that fight, and now he's determined to make that right, Stanton added. Looking at Fury's demeanor after the fight, Stanton said, "The non-verbal communication is clear. We are actually beginning to see again the version of the old Tyson Fury we all know. The bravado of the showman is there. It's back." The expert also speculated that Fury could be gearing up for a trilogy fight. He presents himself as someone who isn't going to cry about the result, but suck it up, put the work in, and chase a rematch in 2025, Stanton said. Frank Warren. He was visibly upset with the judge's decision, unable to comprehend how they could score the fight in Usyk's favor. According to Warren, the judge's assessments were inconsistent and baffling. One judge didn't give Usyk any rounds after the 6th, while the other 2 judges only awarded him 4 rounds, each at different times. For Warren, this scoring was not just questionable, it was downright nonsensical.
I'm dumbfounded. They gave him 4 rounds out of 12 rounds, which is impossible. I mean, I've been around a long time, and I know I'm biased, but one judge didn't give him any round from round 6 onwards. Not one round, look. How can that be? That's impossible. And the same with the other judge here. They give him 1 round out the last 6. And the same here with this guy. It's crazy, and I'm not...
Despite being disappointed, Warren acknowledged that boxing is unpredictable, and though his team was biased, they believed Fury had performed well. He pointed to Fury's control over the fight, his use of physical attributes, and his jabs as signs of a good performance. Ultimately, he felt the scorecards didn't reflect the true outcome of the fight, and believed that both he and boxing legend Oscar De La Hoya had Fury winning by a few rounds.
It's a good boxing performance by him. He used all his physical attributes. He stayed focused. I mean, honestly, count the jabs. Oscar De La Hoya and I had him winning by 3-4 rounds. We're sitting there, and that's Oscar, and he's a neutral.
Carl Frampton described Warren as dumbfounded by the outcome. Frampton explained that none of the rounds were particularly one-sided, which often leads to varying scorecards. However, he felt that giving Fury only 4 rounds in such a close and competitive fight was extremely unfair. This highlighted the core issue with the scoring.
Why didn't he say? I've no idea. He just looked dumbfounded, didn't he?
He just looked completely in shock.
Yeah, he really did. Out of every round, out of all the 12 rounds, there wasn't any that was really one-sided in anyone's favour. So in that sense, you're always going to see different scorecards, aren't you? But yeah, they only give Fury 4 rounds in that fight. Seems very unfair.
Steve Bunce, who has observed Warren in many different scenarios, noted that he had never seen the experienced promoter so speechless. Warren was taken aback and struggled to understand what had happened.
I've never seen Frank Warren speechless like that, lost for words. He wasn't even in touch with what was going on, so he wasn't even screaming.
David Haye, another former world champion on the TNT Sports panel, shared his thoughts on the rematch between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk. Haye felt that Fury had significantly improved since their first encounter earlier in the year. He acknowledged that Usyk had also raised his level, but still the result seemed very, very harsh on Fury. Haye pointed out the rare occurrence of all 3 judges scoring the fight similarly, with each giving Fury only 4 rounds. For Haye, the result seemed to overlook the nuances of Fury's improved display.
Yeah, rarely do you get all 3 judges having it the same way. Obviously, there were different rounds, but all had Tyson winning only 4 rounds. I thought that was very, very harsh. I definitely feel the fight was closer than that. Tyson raised his game. Tyson boxed a lot better this time than he boxed last time. I thought his pace, his rhythm, I thought he was trying his best to get in close and rough him up inside. He was doing all the things he needed to do. Usyk just raised his game once again.
While experts debated the scorecards, Usyk's calm demeanor stood in stark contrast to Fury's fiery rhetoric. The Ukrainian champion addressed the controversy with humor and confidence, leaving no doubt about his satisfaction with the outcome. At the post-fight press conference, Usyk addressed Fury's claim of a Christmas gift from the judges with a light-hearted response, thanking God, his coach Yuri, and his team. Usyk dismissed the comment as irrelevant to his hard-earned victory. His calm confidence reflected his belief in the fairness of the outcome. Responding to Fury's promoter Frank Warren's disbelief, Usyk humorously suggested that Uncle Frank might be blind. This sharp yet playful retort demonstrated Usyk's ability to counter criticism without losing composure. For him, the focus remained on his preparation and execution, which he credited for his triumph in the rematch.
Що ти відчуваєш чи думаєш цього приводу?
Як до сліпой?
Blind.
Yeah, Uncle Frank, I think blind. If Tyson say it's Christmas gift, okay, thank you God, not Tyson. Thank you God. Thank you my coach Yuri. Thank you, my coach, Kuba. Thank you, my team.
Interestingly, Usyk also noted that this fight felt easier than their first encounter. While he acknowledged the challenge Fury presented, he emphasized his improved performance and strategy, which made the rematch less grueling. Usyk's composed performance both in and out of the ring showcased his unwavering focus and solidified his standing as one of boxing's most disciplined and resilient champions.
No, its fight was
Easier one.
easy. Not easy, but not easy. Easier.
Easier than the first one.
Yeah.
The reactions to Oleksandr Usyk's victory over Tyson Fury continued to pour in, with experts unanimously agreeing that Usyk deserved the win. De La Hoya praised Usyk's endurance and ability to dominate the second half of the fight. He noted Fury's apparent fatigue and lack of strategic use of jabs and distance, emphasizing that Usyk's skills and conditioning were decisive.
I think Usyk pulled it off in the second half of the fight. Usyk comes out strong in the second half of the fight. I didn't see Tyson use many jabs. I didn't see Tyson use his distance, and therefore we saw the outcome. And Usyk deserves it. I don't think I did. I saw Tyson tired, but it's a testament to Usyk's abilities inside the ring.
Teddy Atlas supported the judge's decision, highlighting Usyk's remarkable response after a challenging fifth round. Atlas argued that Usyk's consistency and ability to take control in the later rounds made the difference. He acknowledged Fury's attempts to sway the judges in isolated moments, but maintained that Usyk clearly outperformed his opponent over the final rounds, leaving no doubt about the rightful winner.
I mean, I don't understand all these people thinking about robbery and all this, and I don't know. Now, look, there was some rounds there where Fury tried to steal the round in spots, and I wasn't sure how the judge was going to go, and I guess a lot of people thought they would go that way.
Carl Froch supported Usyk's victory, firmly stating that the right man won the fight. He suggested that Frank Warren's complaint about a robbery stemmed from emotional bias, as he was likely hoping for a trilogy between Fury and Usyk. Froch believed Usyk won by a margin of 4 to 5 rounds, a scorecard consistent with the judges, reinforcing his view that the Ukrainian deserved the win.
He's defended his titles against Tyson Fury, and I've got to be totally honest, the right man won. It was close. I think Frank Warren's at ringside complaining that it was a robbery and is really annoyed, but he's probably watching that with his emotional glasses on, thinking that Tyson Fury should win the fight, then he'll get the trilogy.
Vladimir Klitschko praised Usyk's performance, calling it a masterclass. He noted that Usyk's strategy mirrored the first fight, and that repetition of his previous success was key to his victory. Klitschko admired Usyk's consistency and referred to him as a true legend and champion, underscoring his importance to Ukraine. Eddie Hearn offered a more nuanced view, admitting the fight was challenging to judge. While he acknowledged that many saw Usyk as the winner, Hearn noted the fight's close rounds and the difficulty in separating the two fighters. He pointed out that Fury's solid punches and bodywork were overshadowed by Usyk's relentless work rate, even though not all of his punches landed cleanly. Hearn described the fight as a chess match, difficult to call decisively, but ultimately leaning toward Usyk's favor based on the judges' consistent scores.
I thought it was a draw. I thought it was very difficult to split them. You know, I look at the reaction, and most people have. Excuse me, guys. Most people have Usyk winning the fight, I guess. The only thing I will say is 3 judges scored it the same, and I like it when that happens. You know, because sometimes we see a lot of variation in the scorecard. So, for me, I thought there were so many close rounds. I thought it was really difficult to split. I thought he concentrated more. I don't think he switched off during the fight. You know, I guess it's Usyk's work rate, isn't it? It's just like he's threw a lot of punches. I didn't really think he landed anything major. Thought Fury landed a couple of decent shots, some good body work. Still think Fury should have done more, personally. Yeah, it wasn't the greatest fight in the world. Bit of a chess match this time, but phenomenal fighter. Both 2 phenomenal fighters.
After Tyson Fury's loss to Oleksandr Usyk, speculation about his future in boxing has also been widespread. Following the fight, Fury hinted at the possibility of retiring, stating that he wasn't sure whether he would fight again. He expressed a need for time off, focusing on enjoying the holidays with his family after an intense 12-week training camp. Fury emphasized his gratitude for making it through the fight without injury, pointing out that he was looking forward to a peaceful Christmas with his loved ones.
What's next for me? I'm going home and having some time off, for sure. You might do, you might not do, who knows? We'll talk about that next year. Gonna go home and have a good Christmas. I've been away 12 weeks. put a lot of work in for this fight, and I'm going to go home now and enjoy it.
The possibility of a trilogy fight between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk has even sparked a lot of discussion after their rematch. Steve Bunce shared his thoughts, saying, "I know it's 2-0, but it's been so tight and so controversial. There's a trilogy on the table. I think they have a third fight." He added, "It's still a massive fight before AJ. Have a third fight with Oleksandr." Additionally, Turki Al-Sheikh, who has been a key figure in promoting these high-profile matchups, has already expressed interest in organizing the Joshua-Fury clash next. There's no mention of a trilogy between Fury and Usyk, indicating that the focus is on securing the long-awaited fight between Fury and Joshua.
Next, I want, if Dubois win in February, I want to see Usyk and Dubois again.
Again, that would be fantastic.
Yeah. And I want to see Tyson maybe with Joshua or something. We will decide.
I was going to say, just very quickly, I just spoke to Eddie Hearn. We know that we've all, as British boxing fans, we've been desperate to see Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury.
Let's see what can happen.
Do you think it's realistic?
Everything in real season.
Sergio Mora also weighed in, stating that while he would love to see a trilogy between Fury and Usyk, the anticipation for a Fury versus Joshua fight is unmatched. He pointed out that popularity and the desire to see two giants of British boxing collide still carries significant weight in the sport. Mora also reflected on the previous encounter between Fury and Usyk, noting that while it was a great style matchup, given the history, the failed 2022 negotiations, and the tantalizing possibility of an epic clash at Wembley, it's clear that the fight between Fury and Joshua remains the priority. The match could become one of the biggest in British boxing history, and with both fighters' careers hanging in the balance, the demand for this showdown will only grow. The rematch between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk stirred intense debate. Despite Usyk's victory, Fury's team, led by Frank Warren, argued that the fight had been wrongly scored, with Fury himself claiming that he had won. Fury's frustration was evident, labeling the result as a gift to Usyk. Usyk, however, remained calm amidst the controversy. He humorously brushed off Fury's claims, suggesting that Fury's promoter, Uncle Frank, might be blind. Usyk's confidence in his performance shone through, as he believed the rematch was even easier than the first one, emphasizing that his victory was well-deserved. While a third bout with Usyk remains possible, the buzz surrounding a clash between Fury and Joshua has overshadowed the need for further matchups in the rivalry. Stay tuned for more updates on this thrilling rivalry. Do you think a trilogy fight between Fury and Usyk is still necessary, or would a Fury versus Joshua showdown steal the spotlight? Let us know your thoughts.